What's up, marketers? We all know how important ad creative is. It's literally the most important thing in determining our success on Facebook ads and TikTok ads. And beyond using a simplified account structure with a conversion objective campaign with an optimization to purchase, the second most important factor are our landing pages, aka the place where you are actually driving that paid traffic to. Your landing page can mean the difference between 3 people buying or 10 or 20 people buying without changing anything that's going on with the ad account. So in this video, I'm going to share the 3 landing pages you need to test first on your website. And you can test these immediately. You almost certainly already have these pages on your website already. And 2, the additional 3 landing pages that we use to scale up our clients at Thesis. And 3, my favorite tools to start testing LPs. Fun little fact, Thesis actually started off as a CRO landing page agency. So this is something that we have a lot of knowledge about. Let's go ahead and dive in. So when starting a new brand or just starting to advertise or starting in LPs, you don't want to start testing out a really complicated landing page right out of the gate. It's first really important to understand your conversion rates on a few key pages. And of course, what is a conversion rate? The conversion rate is a total number of conversions divided by the actual number of visitors. So if you had 1,000 visitors to a certain page and you had 50 people convert from that page, you would have a conversion rate of 5%. Now, there are a few ways that you can track your conversion rate. You can track it for your overall Shopify website right in the analytics section. And you can also track it per page in Google Analytics. And you can also add it as a custom metric in your Facebook ads dashboard. This is something I highly recommend doing so that you can see that breakdown really clearly when you start testing different landing pages. And before you even ask, because I know y'all are gonna ask this, what is a good conversion rate? And that's gonna be somewhere between 2 to 5%. The average conversion rate for e-commerce stores is about a 2.5 or a little bit over that. And for instance, if you had a conversion rate of a 1.5 or lower, that would actually be something that I'd be really concerned about and a really good opportunity to optimize your landing page. These are the 3 landing pages that you need to test first to understand your conversion rates for. And the first one is your homepage. This is really as easy as it gets. And this is where a lot of people start off. And frankly, this is a really great place for further LP testing because you ultimately want to see if other pages can beat the conversion rate of your homepage. In most cases, this is not going to be your highest converting landing page, but it is really important to have that foundation. The next page you need to test is a collection page of some sort. And I find that collection pages across the board tend to perform pretty well. Sometimes these are the top performing LPs because they expose your users to more products than they were initially interested in. You can do this for a specific group of products like Brooklyn did for this one for towels. Or you can do one for something like your best sellers or for a specific sale. This is a really great landing page strategy, particularly for apparel, accessories, and home goods. And the third type of landing page that you need to test first is a product page, or commonly known as a PDP page. Sometimes, yes, sending traffic directly to the product page is the best decision. You definitely have to test this out because sometimes products need a little bit more education or they need a little bit more discovery, aka homepage or collection page. But sometimes I see that going directly to the product page is actually the best decision, which is often why DPA or dynamic product ads tend to perform really good for some brands because they are going right to the PDP. Okay, great. So you know these 3 LPs that you need to be testing already on your website. You probably still have these questions. Number 1, which one should I test first? Which one do I test if I have multiple products? And which LPs work the best for certain niches? Now, for the first one, I would go ahead and start off by testing either the collection page or the home page. And if you have multiple products, go ahead and go right to testing the collections pages. I think bestseller collections are particularly really good for paid traffic. And for which LPs are going to be the best for the different niches, you truly have to test this. It's going to be different for every single brand. But again, if you are doing something in the apparel space or the accessories or home goods space, or you have tons of products, I would go ahead and try doing collection pages, or if you already have a few best-selling products, do some PDP pages as well. Next up, we're going to talk about the landing pages that we use to scale clients at Thesis. So we've worked with hundreds of the top e-commerce brands on their landing page strategies, and for 99% of them, we are using one of these 3 strategies. The first one up is called the listicle. Now, the listicle is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much just like a BuzzFeed article. It boils down your product or service into a list that is meant to help guide users to convert. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that there's a 3 reasons why ad strategy. It's kind of like that, but for a landing page. Definitely something that you must try, and really good for products that maybe need a little bit of extra explanation. And the second is called an overview page. Now this is like a really traditional landing page strategy. If you're thinking of landing pages for paid traffic, you're probably thinking of an overview page. And it often gives an overview of the product or service and several little modules to also help encourage users to convert. Kind of like this obvi LP where you have a splash section with a super eye-grabbing picture and a sexy offer, and a press section, a why we need it section, a competition section, flavors, and a benefits logo section, and then testimonials, rounding out with the FAQs. This is a really solid strategy, and again, really good if you need a little bit of explanation too for your product or service, which, spoiler alert, you probably do. And lastly is a quiz type of landing page. Now this is gonna be super helpful for brands that are more subscription based or custom in nature, or where there's like a wide variety of options that users often need help with, kind of like this Jones Road Beauty landing page that they used recently for their newest foundation launch. If we want to scale clients really, really quickly, and again, the product needs a little bit more explanation, or we want to try and gamify that experience, we often use a quiz. This is very, very popular choice for us. And what's really cool about this strategy is you can actually hold all that data from the questions that you asked and use CRM and deliver more personalized emails or even ad campaigns. Finally, here are the tools that I'd recommend if you want to start testing out landing pages for your Facebook ads and TikTok ads. Now, if you want to start building out these landing pages and you have a Shopify website, Shogun, which is a landing page builder, is a totally fine option, and we use it for a ton of our clients. A lot of the top brands also use Unbounce, which is another LP builder. So really any one of those two choices is probably going to be a good fit for most brands. Another thing to note is at Thesis, we actually use Google Optimize to split test landing pages so that we don't have to change the URL inside of Ads Manager. This helps out a lot when you're doing a lot of structured LP testing because you don't have to change the URL unnecessarily and throw your ads back into learning. So you can essentially test LPs without changing the URLs, if you get my drift. And this is a free tool, so it's really accessible for anyone to use. And 3, to do more landing page research, because this is definitely not a one and done landing page strategy type of video. I'm really just giving you an overview here, but if you want to do a deep dive on specific strategies or to see what some of your competitors doing or the top brands are doing, go ahead and go to Facebook Ads Library and you can actually see where they are driving their paid traffic to. All you have to do is click on the CTA and you will see what their landing pages are that they're using. Another one of my favorite websites to get landing page inspo is landingfolio.com. And what's really cool is you can actually look at several different landing pages in different niches and also look at different UX tools, like how are they using their CTAs, how are they using pop-ups, how are they doing forms. You know, there's a lot of factors when it comes to creating a high converting LP. So it's really cool to see what other brands and other niches are doing, not only with the actual LP itself, but the other tools and stuff that are located on the LP. And that's it. I can't believe that I've made over 100 videos now and I've never actually talked about landing page strategy. It's something that I think about a lot during my day-to-day while at Thesis. But since I'm not technically on like the CRO team, I never felt like I was the best person to talk about it, but I thought it'd be cool to do this more overview type of video for you guys. If you want me to go deeper on like what makes a higher converting LP, let me know. I can definitely whip out that video, you guys, in the coming weeks. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in a few days. If you liked this video or you learned something, please give it a like and subscribe. Those small things really do help me out as a user. They cost nothing for you. It means a lot to me. Thanks. Bye.